Well, I thought VCU came out right from the jump. Defensively, their intensity really took us out of everything we wanted to do. They were able to build the lead. That obviously proved to be insurmountable for us. Opportunity for our team to learn and get better. And we've obviously 9 games into the year, a chance for us to see where we're at and where we need to grow as a basketball team. I thought, overall, exciting atmosphere, great college atmosphere. Again, right now my focus is pretty much on our team and where we need to go going forward.
Questions for Coach Grant or Levi?
Anthony, you faced their pressure last year and handled it fairly well. What was the difference this time?
Well, I think they're probably at this stage a better team. Right now, I thought the level of pressure, the number of guys that they had, coming at us, the waves that they were able to come at us, we just didn't handle it very well. I've got to go back and look at the film and see maybe some things that caused that. But I think maybe there was maybe our first 15 possessions we had like 9 turnovers. So they got 13 points in the first half off turnovers to our 0. So. They just did a really good job. Coach Smart's got a great team. I think he's got a great group of guys that understand exactly what they have to do and how they want to do it. On the defensive end, they allow defense to create offense for them, and then they're very aggressive and attacking on the offensive end. I thought maybe in the first half we did a decent job of defending the 3. In the second half, they went 5 for 8. Didn't allow us to cut into the deficit that we built, and they just do a very good job of attacking you on both ends of the floor.
Levi, is their pressure maybe more intense in person than what you see on film?
Everything that we saw on film was about the same as it was in the game.
It took more than 10 minutes to make a basket, but you were only down by 7 points. Was that frustrating now, the cold start?
It wasn't frustrating. Coach always tells us that, if a team does get a lead, to keep your composure and just keep playing. It's a 40-minute game, so it's not frustrating.
Levi, how tough is it to penetrate once you get in the front court? It's like Weber and Diaz, quick hands, sort of taking away further penetration.
They're a team that, they rely on ball pressure. When you beat the first man, it's somebody stepping up or somebody reaching their hands in there. So it's pretty tough. You just have to try to take care of the ball.
You were down by 19 points in the first half, but cut that to 11 in the second half, and then they went on a 15-2 run in less than 3 minutes. What happened in that stretch?
They hit some threes, and we didn't get any stops.
Anthony, you've been around this crowd, obviously, environment. Once it got rolling their way a little bit, how much did that feed into it?
That's probably a question more for them. I think probably the emotion in the crowd maybe gave their players an extra boost. I know for us when we're at home, we can kind of feed off the crowd as well. So I'm sure that probably played more of a factor for them than it did for us.
Does that make this a good place to visit, though, for a team that wants to do something, to come into a place like this, knowing that the team's pretty good and the crowd's crazy, and you're going to have to weather all that?
It's certainly a hostile environment. You know what I mean? And I think the biggest thing is they're an awfully good team. They're a really, really good team. So this is a tough loss. We've lost 3 in a row here. When we won our first 6, you always say, it's never as good as it seems. And when you lose 3 in a row, maybe it's not as bad as it seems. I've got to go back and look at the film. But it's a learning opportunity. So I'd rather find out in December what direction we need to go as a basketball team moving forward to try to do what we need to do to put ourselves in position to win. So when you play teams like this, I think it gives you a chance to find out who you are and where you got to go as a team.
You were without a senior guard, right?
Yeah, we're missing Andrew Steele. He'll be out for the next several weeks. So, as a team right now, we've got to understand who we are and maximize what we have.
Let's do a couple more questions.
That made if he was in.
Wasn't there today. So.
And how many people were were you able to visit with? How many people were you able to visit with here that you knew, friends, whatever?
You know, we got in late last night, you know, so I saw, I got a chance to see my brother and you know, his family last night, and then obviously ran into a lot of people today, just around the game here at the game, obviously.
One more question.
How good is VCU? You play in the SEC, you see a lot of good teams.
You know, I think with the intensity that they play on the defensive end, you know, they're as good as any team that we've seen, and you know, it's a hard prep because of the way they come at you defensively with the press, and then in the half court, and then offensively the way they can attack, the variety of guys they have that can score in a variety of ways. You know, they're awfully good. You know, obviously, you know, it's we're 9 games in. You know, so I can't say I've seen everybody and compare them to everybody, but this is a very good basketball team. They're deep. They're extremely well coached. They play extremely hard. They seem to enjoy playing with each other and for each other, and they seem to understand their roles and what they've got to bring every single day to help their team be successful. You know, and that's those are a lot of things right now. Certainly a lot of things that as a basketball team we're looking for and where we got to get better.
Is Nick Jacobs' ankle still an issue at all?
Nothing to do with his ankle. No, doesn't have any issues ankle-wise.
All right, thank you, guys.
I suggested that when you guys all have free pizza.
Say again?